Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Getting Red right here. I'm Steve Fall with my partner in crime, Stephanie Hype. Stephanie, how you doing today?
I'm awesome.
That's good to
I made it
hear.
through Monday. That's all
Oh,
that matters.
hooray! Folks, on this show, we talk about the good, the bad, the what the heck moments of Monday Night Raw. At the end of the show, we hand out the most prestigious award, the most valuable entertainer. Let's start with the good of Monday Night Raw. I think for me, honestly, because we pick one for each category, I think Seth Rollins stealing that weight belt that Cody Rhodes gave to a fan. And I saw it was two brothers, one younger, one older, and he's like, here you go. I'll use actually, what do I got down here? Oh, I got the women's championship right here.
There you go.
What a random prop to pull up. And he's like, and then he hands it to these children. And I see the little boy get it. And the older brother's like, you piece of shit. You knew those two poor brothers were going to fight on the way home. The poor parents, the mom and dad thought they'd take their family out to a nice evening. And that shit happens. And then they get it. And then Seth Rollins steals it from them, whips Cody Rhodes just once. He wanted to get a little taste. And then Cody Rhodes sold that shit. And he's like, but I gotta give it to that kid again. I gotta give it to that.
The biggest face move ever. And the parents had to deal with that twice.
I know, they thought it was over. They were thanking Seth Rollins. Thank you, Mr. Rollins.
You know what the best part of that was?
What?
Speaking of the brother, when Seth stole it, if you look at the clip, the brother is smiling. He has the biggest cheese on his face when Seth takes that belt from his brother. He's just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you piece of garbage. And then the whole car ride home would have been the older brother being like, you don't have that. But no.
Cody,
but then the parents were so happy. The fighting was over. They could have went home, driven home, go to school the next day. Nope. Cody had to sell the shit out of that whip and that knee injury and gave it back to those kids. That was my good moment of watching Seth Rollins steal something from a child and Cody Rhodes giving it back. A beautiful moment for babyface.
Love it. Love it.
What's your good?
Well, my good. I really actually enjoyed the opening match. I loved Riddle and I can't even talk. Riddle and oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Oh my god.
Sami Zayn,
the Usos versus Riddle and the Street Profits. My goodness. I need coffee.
I was going to say, what has happened to you?
Oh my goodness.
Off camera, I've been having a good time and you've been talking to me and my brain still going. No one knows it's like 1 a.m. as we're recording this.
Riddle and the Street Profits versus Sami Zayn and the Usos. I thought it was actually a great match. I don't know. Riddle is shining, man.
Cutting that promo too. Serious promo.
Yes.
What's gonna fly out of his feet now that he's serious?
Right. No, like seriously, I think this is the start of the Riddle singles push. I'm assuming now. But I don't know. It was great. It was a great match. I absolutely enjoyed it. Furthered the storyline with Riddle. So we'll see.
All right. My bad moment for a Monday Night Raw is Veer being afraid of the Mysterios. I don't think so. What's Dominic, 14? Rey Mysterio is an ageless wizard.
Those 14-year-olds, you gotta watch out for them, Steve.
Yeah, Nicholas, a former champion. He's a former tag team champion with Braun Strowman, if you remember.
There you go.
Dominic, best friends with Nicholas, obviously, because they're the same age. I don't like this. Veer is on the Jerry Lawler's King's Court, and they have this moment, and then the Mysterios come out, and it turns into like, oh no, I'm afraid. Nobody should ever be afraid of Dominic, and no one should ever be afraid of Rey Mysterio.
Rey, legend. He was like, I don't want to be 619. Don't do it.
It doesn't make sense.
This guy grew an eyeball back. Okay.
All right. You know what?
I
was gonna dive deeper into my dislike of Rey Mysterio, but the fact that you brought up that he grew an eye
came back.
What was your bad? I can't insult Rey Mysterio any longer. I think I can guess.
And we're back, folks. You know, I gave him kudos last week. It was a great cage match. But this feud is continuing.
The greatest feud of all time, you mean?
Versus Bobby Lashley. Look, I was glad to see MVP back in the ring. I actually didn't think that was going to happen, but we're getting Omos versus Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell now, and
I think it should be like a Hell in a Cell on top of a Hell in a Cell.
What's the stip going to be?
2 Hell in a Cells. One, and then another one on top of it, but like a bigger one surrounding it. Because one Hell in a Cell can contain Omos and Bobby Lashley. 2 can contain that, baby.
Like, I think it's going to be like a fire match or something. Inferno match.
You know,
like,
Omos
fire around the ring.
We're going to go a whole Frankenstein here? Is that even allowed? Can you do those? Can you say that? Making fun of Frankenstein and fire anymore? How dare you?
I don't think you can.
The Frankensteins are probably offended by what's going on. But it's, you know, maybe they're on Twitter and they'll tweet about how angry they are.
Oh, for sure. They're going to at me.
Yeah. My what the heck moment is having one of your number one contenders in your women's championship matches heading into Hell in a Cell, and she doesn't have a t-shirt. It's Asuka not having a shirt. What the heck?
No merch.
You can go to Asuka on WWEshop.com right now, and there's no shirt. You can buy a poster. You can buy a picture. I think you can buy a plaque. There is no shirts. No shirts. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna, and it's a little confusing to me because when certain people come back, Cody Rhodes made his debut WrestleMania. He had 4 shirts already ready for him. And that's cool, man. That's fine with me. But yet, you bring back Asuka.
And she's been back for what, 3 weeks now?
So you either have decided to bring her back and had no plans, and it just all kind of fell into place, or you just don't care.
Could be both.
So here we go. We got this is the actual. It's kind of bright.
A poster.
We have 1 poster, 2 poster, 3 posters, a weird bobblehead, Asuka replica side belt, and a pop vinyl. You know what I really need right now is Asuka replica side panels to wear to and show my support. We're gonna wear those. My nostrils.
My Asuka shirt.
And the night she came back, I was like, yeah! And I went right to the WWEshop.com and I went to Asuka section. I had my credit card. I was gonna buy one. Nope.
If we're being honest, love WWE Shop, but they've been slacking. Lately. Bianca doesn't even have a new shirt.
Why does
Bianca hasn't
Delangelo have a shirt?
I mean, there are so many people that don't have merch or don't have any updated merch and haven't had updated merch in almost 6 months to a year.
And that's confusing to me. There's got to be a department that's doing this.
Yeah.
But that department must be doing other jobs as well, because there's no way that if you're running the creative department of creating shirts, that you're not making shirts. What are you doing all day?
They just came out with a comic strip.
I saw that.
Shirt for, I think it was Eddie Guerrero and another legend.
And I love Eddie Guerrero, but guess what? He's not wrestling right now.
But there's nobody, like all the current superstars, most of them are lacking merch. It's actually pretty bad. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Like new fans not all of them go back and go, oh, I'm going to go watch everything that ever happened. It's not, when I was a kid, I'm going to age myself here. When I was a kid and discovered wrestling in 1992, I had to go to VHS stores. I know, do the math.
What's a VHS?
It's a tape it's a cassette tape. And
you really are aging yourself. Look at you.
I have a gray beard. My hair's falling out. I have 2 children, a wife, a house, a career.
I hear you. I don't have gray hair yet, but I have all the other things. I
don't have gray hair yet.
I don't have a wife. I have a husband.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better then.
But no gray hair.
No gray hair. Okay. Anyways, a VHS tape is the thing you put in a VCR. What's the VCR? Don't even ask that question. And I had to go back. I had to go back and watch all the WrestleManias and the Survivor Series and SummerSlams. I didn't have a network. You think anyone's going back to watch Eddie Guerrero matches when you just discovered wrestling? Probably not.
Not yet.
No,
Definitely not yet.
Because you know why? Unfortunately, there are probably bigger wrestlers in the eye of a fan being shown. Hulk Hogan, Warrior, Macho Man, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Rock, Austin. You got to go through them first before you can get to Eddie Guerrero. So why are you making new merchandise? Give me an Asuka shirt. There you go. That's my piece on what the heck.
I love that promo. Good job.
Thank you. I love WWE.
Let's post that clip and just do at WWE Shop, and that's it.
I'm trying to hide from some people, I guess. Anyways, what
the heck moment? We're gonna go back to the drama. Why are we still bringing up Sasha and Naomi disappointing the fans? And why are we still mentioning it on commentary? The thing is, to me, it brings down the show, right? It's a negative thing. Like, at least to me it is. I don't want to talk about it constantly. I mean, it's already being talked about constantly online. I don't want to also hear it on Raw programming. We've heard it on Raw last week. We heard it on SmackDown last week. We get it. You guys are doing a tournament. Let's move on. Let's move forward. And they're bringing it up again on commentary. And I'm just like, everything after that for me was just kind of a downer because I'm like, well, or just, I don't know. I just stopped bringing it up at this point. I don't understand.
At this point, I think things have been resolved.
And I think now into a work here.
Oh yeah, big time. When Steve Austin walked out in 2002 with the whole Brock Lesnar King of the Ring situation, they talked about it for a little while, dropped it. He didn't come back for a while though. When he came back. So,
right.
And he had a great match. His last match was he beat the shit out of Eric Bischoff at No Way Out. Actually, he was gone for a while. If you think about it, he was gone in like May or June of 2002. Didn't come back until February of 2003.
Right. Well, because I've seen people say it. I've seen people say it online.
Well, because now there's no information coming out. So the only conclusion is, well, it's got to be at work. And now it wasn't at first, I bet.
Correct.
But now it's like.
It's just one of those things where and I get it. And if they're promoting on the show, if you will, to promote this tag team tournament, it's now a marketing strategy. But I'm like, is it more negative? Are you going to probably tune in anyway to watch it? Absolutely. Because now you're curious as to what's going on and what's happening. I don't know.
I think the bottom line is
it's just my what the heck.
Stock market prices. Who the hell cares if everyone on Twitter thinks this is stupid and you've hurt two women? And I've seen a lot of people lean into how you didn't do this with CM Punk because he's white and Sasha Banks and Naomi are black, so you're doing this more. I have no idea. I've just seen that a lot more online than I have seen.
Right.
That people keep bringing up that. They're like, oh, this situation. I don't like whatabouts. What about that? What about this? That has nothing. This is not Sasha Banks and Naomi situation. I can't stand whatabouts. And so I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. If I had to make guesses, it was awful at first, and now it's fine. And if the story was Naomi's going to win and Sasha Banks was going to fight Ronda and they're both going to lose, well, guess what? Kind of saves face for the tag team titles to say, hey, how about we back away from these belts and you do what you want with them because we both don't want the tag team titles to be lost in singles matches. And I have no idea. Wrestling is a very tricky situation because it's very strange that things that you think are important are changed like minutes before. I'll spoil it. I talked to Hornswoggle and I asked him, when did you know you were going to be Vince McMahon's illegitimate son? You know what he told me? Raw starts at 8. He found it at 4:30.
What?
So
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But we hear all the time how they change the scripts constantly.
But that's pretty big.
Before the show, on the show, during the show. I guess, yeah.
So the Sasha Naomi thing, I have no idea what's going on because nobody has the real information except for Sasha Banks, Naomi, and probably Vince McMahon. Everybody else, Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
Everyone else can speculate all they want, and they and people might have credibility because of their names, and that that's the wrestling websites. So when I interviewed Ariana Andrew, I thought I was as close as I could get to Naomi was her. Well, she had information, but those are her thoughts.
Right.
her opinions,
Correct.
and we don't know what's going on. We tried to find out on that interview, and she called her on the phone. I can't believe that happened. Biggest moment of my wrestling career.
Tried to get the scoop. Yeah, I don't.
So I don't know what's going on.
Only the people in the room know what happened in the room. So, and only people now that know what's going on are the people who are in that situation. So,
wrestling is always
I'm at a point where I'm done talking about it online and everything, and we'll just see what happens, because we can speculate and be pissed or happy or whatever all we want, and it's just, it is what it is, people.
Right, we'll never know until
we
know. What the heck? Let's go to the most valuable entertainer. I think we might have the same person. Mine is Pirate Shirt Becky Lynch. Aha, me Becky! Becky Lynch is going to be the #1 contender, defeating Asuka.
I love her so much.
I don't know if she actually goes. I think she knew what she was doing. It's just so funny. Her outfit, sometimes you're like, oh my God, you look so beautiful and sexy. And other times you're like,
I don't say that, but
I do say that. And people are like, I said, if my wife is watching, I never said that. And then other times it's like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? Next week, I want to see a TV on her head.
I love that she is just taking this opposite of the man thing just to the extreme, and I just look forward to what she's wearing now every week. I'm like, either she's gonna be like this gorgeous, beautiful, like over the top, whatever, or she's just gonna wear something out of this world and still look good in it, to be honest. She is. I actually posted, because she looked like Seinfeld. Did you see the Seinfeld episode where he had the?
Of course, I tweeted that too. Oh, we all tweeted it. We all
did we? Okay.
Tweeted that.
I was like, it looks just like the shirt. Yeah. It looks just like it. So you were right. She was my my pick as well. Not so much for the shirt, but for her storytelling and that match, man. Her and Asuka can kick some ass, man.
Now we got triple threat at Hell in a Cell. Becky, Bianca, Asuka. Oh,
match of the night contender. They're going up against Cody and Seth in a cell, so we'll see. But match of the night contender.
It's gonna be a great pay-per-view. I'm excited. And this Thursday, I'm interviewing Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits, and I'm going to grill him and ask him what did they do with those cups during his entrance.
I just want to know what's in them.
I have it written down. That's my second question. My first question is,
what's in the cup?
How'd you get into wrestling? Second question, what the hell are you doing with all of those goddamn cups that dropped from the sky? Are they being recycled? Are you just killing the planet one entrance at a time?
They reuse them every Raw. I'm sure they scoop them up and they probably just put them back in the contraption and they reuse them.
Yeah.
Recycle, reduce, reuse, Steve.
Let me check WWEcareers.com for a second. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right. There's actually a job posting for a person. Sucker. Cup sucker. Okay.
Cup recycler.
It says sucker here. Cup sucker. I guess I could
apply.
I guess I could become a sucker.
Why not?
Job description. Must tolerate throwing cups into ocean to kill whales. I don't think I'm comfortable.
How do they even get to the ocean, Steve?
Oh, hold on. Let me read more. You must ride the Great Khali to the ocean. He is very slow. This job sounds like it'll take forever to get rid of these cups. He has no kneecaps, Stephanie.
Okay, that was your second question. But the third question is, what is in your cup? You have to write that one down.
That's my third cup. My third question.
Yes.
Possibly. I have a lot of
Once you're done recycling said cups, what do you put in your cup? That's the question.
He's going to say, the smoke. Which doesn't make any sense. Folks, thanks so much for watching. Because I bet he will. I bet $1 million to 1. If I ask what's in the cup, he will drop his catchphrase on me. I have questions.
But that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But it's wrestling. It doesn't have to make sense. The smoke in a cup.
This is true.
You know? How do you make a volcano?
What do you want to be in the cup? And you're going to be like, I don't know. It's like, do you want the smoke?
Yeah. I'd be like, every question he just spins on me with the smoke.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna happen. Folks, it's 1 a.m. where I'm living, so I gotta shut this off, edit, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Getting Red. I'm Steve Fall. She is Stephanie Hypes. Thank you for watching. But first, we must do a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle for this episode of Raw. Put your thumbs to the side like this, folks. And we decide on the 3 count. 3, 2, 1. Double thumbs up, folks. We win, you win, we all win. Peace out. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.